Have you ever heard or said, I don't need to sleep and I can push back my sleep by another hour, or I can survive with just 6 hours a night for sleep? Did you know you could be harming yourself by doing that? Sleep patterns can affect memory and academic performance as well as motor functions. Well, if you find yourself wondering how that works, let me explain. In the 1950s, it was thought that your brain function ceased to exist during the time that you slept. It just went dormant, and then when you woke up, it picked back up. But during the 1953, Nathaniel Kelton and his grad student Eugene Asterixy did a test on Kelton's son, and eye movement and brain function had doubled, and they discovered that your brain was active during that time. Thus began the deep dive into the functioning of the brain during your sleep. Fast forwarding to today, professionals Dr. Kolsky, Dr. Gooey, Dr. Nakin were put on a video in the University of Chicago on the healing benefits and effects of sleep disorders on the human body. It is discovered that during the sleep disorder cycle, if you're not sleeping regularly, you can put on weight gain. It can lead to obesity. It can create heart disease. It can also create high blood pressure with the other slew of mental disorders. According to the Wellman's Sleep and Circadian Network, WSCN, 2003 published article states more than 70 million people in America are struggling with sleep or struggling with sleep or have a sleep disorder. Keep in mind, this is only including the people that have actively gone and sought out professionals. That makes it 1 in 3 Americans in the U.S. with a sleep disorder. In fact, our physical well-being may be enhanced and impacted severely by the hours or lack thereof of sleep we get. Sleeping helps repair your body. One, your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It helps reset that and balance it out. Your hormones in general is ran by the flushing of your system at night as well. Your repairing of the tissues, broken bones are mostly handled at night. The functioning of your brain, memory, your cortisol hormone, which is coming from the medulla, the small thing in the back of the tip of your brain. It is all affected by how you sleep. I did a quick research on myself with a 3-day sleep sabbatical. Day 1, I was okay. Motor functions, nothing too severe. Tiredness physically at the end of the day definitely was starting to build over time. Towards day 2, brain fog started kicking in. Day 2, brain fog started kicking in. I started hallucinating on the peripherals of my vision that there was things going on when there wasn't anything really going on. And by day 3, full-on sleep deprivation. I was experiencing hallucinations very lightly at first, just the things in the peripheral of my vision. Then it started to, kind of take over my vision little by little. Towards the end of day 3, I was in a car with a friend and they were driving, of course. And I experienced a unicorn sitting in the car talking to me. That was a lovely conversation. Not that I remember it. I just remember the beautiful unicorn, very rainbowy and just, nice looking, very beautiful horse, for lack of a better term. When I did, by day 3, I didn't even make it fully into day 3. I did crash like 4 hours before day 3 ended, and by the time I woke up, I never felt better. I really needed that sleep. It was not something I'd recommend. My brain felt like it was hot. My body was hot. Regulations wasn't normal. I definitely did not have the mental acuity or the emotional acuity to keep myself together. There was times where I was excited, times where I was stressed, and I was experiencing just terrible sides. I did start to put on weight towards the end of it. Not by much because, mind you, I didn't do it for long, extensive points of time. I just did it for a total of 3 days, but still I was putting on weight before the day 3 was up. So that definitely shows how severe it can happen and how quickly it can happen if you're not paying attention to your sleep cycle. The 3 doctors I mentioned before from the University of Chicago interview definitely said high blood pressure and obesity is one of the higher linked ones that is associated with the sleep disorder. So if you find that you're having trouble losing weight, you might want to check your sleeping patterns. You might want to check and see how you're sleeping. Make sure you're not on your phones because your phones can deduct from how you sleep as well. By the end of this research, I discovered sleep is not a waste of time, and it is definitely something we should all prioritize, just like we would do with our entertainment or going out with friends. This is something that should definitely be considered a primary factor in our daily schedules as we go. And if you can't do a full-on sleep, try to take a nap. But of course, the deeper you sleep, the better, because the RMs and all that good stuff, but that's for a whole nother conversation. Just remember, sleep is important and to prioritize it before anything else.